Hi, my name's Maple. Thank you for being here. This is a brief yoga class for you designed around the winter solstice. So the winter solstice makes me think of warmth, of slowness, of steadiness, of listening to the way nature is. Nature doesn't pick up in the winter, nature tends to slow down. So I hope that we can do that together today. And we're gonna start in child's pose. Don't need any props. Let's just flip on over to your mat. Take your knees wide, your big toes to touch behind you, hips to the heels. Lengthen your arms and rest your forehead down to the mat. Third eye space, so the forehead to brow line resting on the earth. If you're really uncomfortable here, you could place a block underneath your forehead or your chest. Just want you to be comfortable. Make sure your knees are wide enough that you can breathe. So letting your ribs and belly expand fully, in and out, top to bottom, and side to side. So if you can breathe in and out of your nose and seal your lips and invite in that Ujjayi breath. And if you need to breathe through your mouth at all, of course, do what feels right. A gentle tuck of your chin to lengthen the back of your neck here. Keep melting your hips down. A few more breaths as you inhale, bring in warmth. Imagine invoking warmth. And as you exhale, just letting go of anything you don't need to carry with you, letting go of the year past, just being present. One more slow breath in and a long, slow breath out. And rise up to your hands and knees. Draw your knees in underneath your hips. Palms are under the shoulders. Flat back. Belly is active into the spine. And we'll cat and cow from here. So gently arch your back. Imagine lengthening up through the crown and opening the chest. The spine is finding sunshine. And round your back now. Crunch your belly in. Release the back of your neck again. Moving with your breath as we warm up our spine. Just give me about 3 more rounds of cat and cow, moving with breath and slowly warming up our body. Once more, breathe in, open up the heart, and breathe out, round the back. Nice, and come back to a neutral spine. We're going to reach the right arm upward. So we're twisting from the thoracic spine, the upper back. Arm is reaching up. Feel free to roll your wrist. And reach underneath you, threading the needle. Palm is up. Rest your shoulder and your ear or temple on the mat. This sensation invokes looking more inward. One more breath in. Exhale it out. Left hand plants under the shoulder. Press down there and inhale, sweep your right arm out and all the way back up. Again, rolling the wrist if you want, or maybe taking an arm circle. And we'll plant your right palm back down. Then the other side, left arm reaching up. Squeeze the core a little bit as you reach up. We want to twist open using the strength and rotation of the upper back. Breathe in, take a moment. And then thread your needle, palm up, reaching underneath you. Settling in for about 4 breaths or so. Hips are high, staying stacked over the knees. See if you can soften your jaw. One more breath in. And breath out. Right palm presses down. Reach your left arm out and up with a breath. Maybe an arm circle or a wrist roll, and we find tabletop. Tuck your toes from here, downward facing dog, hips to the sky, and take some time to pedal out your legs. Shake your head no and yes, really gently, just to release tension from your neck. Hips are going nice and high, and shoulders are down your back, so away from the ears, creating space and length in the neck. Go ahead and lift up your heels, soft bend your knees, look between your palms and start to walk forward. Find a forward fold at the top of your space. So really hinge from the hips, crown of your head hanging, soft bend of the knees. Maybe even take your hands to the backs of your calves there and just hug yourself in a little tighter.
We're going to round our spine and rise up bone by bone with bent knees to standing. Shoulder roll down your back at the tippy top. Inhale, mountain, reach your hands for the sky. Palms together, exhale, hands to your heart. Breathing in the warmth. Breathing out any bits that aren't serving you right now in your practice. Slowly release your hands by your side, palms forward, and inhale, mountain, Tadasana. Exhale, fold in half. And a halfway lift. Step back into a plank pose. So palms under the shoulders, step the feet back. Give your tailbone a little scoop, a little tuck under. Hold for 4, knees down in 3, elbows back in 2. Lower to your mat on 1. Really lower all the way down. And then inhale for a cobra pose. Lift up through your chest. Soften your shoulders out of the ears. Press the tops of your feet into the mat, but lift those knees off the earth. One more breath in, lifting the back, squeezing the back muscles, and release. Downward facing dog. Nice. Soft knees look forward. Step forward, fold. Halfway lift, long spine, breathe in. And exhale, fold. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Rise and reach for the sky. And hands to your heart. Release your arms by your side. Inhale, reach up, mountain. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Holding here for 8, for 6, all the way to the earth in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way down. And this time for locust pose, reach your arms back. Inhale, lift up and hold. Try to breathe. See if you can point your toes and lift your knees. You engage your core by pressing into the earth and squeezing the back muscles. Lengthen your neck. You're looking down, not forward. One more breath in. Can you lift a little higher? And exhale, release. Forearms can be a little pillow for your forehead. And maybe you rock your hips side to side. Just take a moment to release. Then plant your palms under your shoulders, press up into a plank pose, and back to your downward facing dog. Take a moment to pedal your dog, reset. Big breath in through your nose. Audible exhale. And take your right leg up towards the ceiling. Big breath in as you reach up and step between your palms, low lunge. Warrior 2, pivot your back heel down and rise up and open. Extend both of your arms to the sides. Imagine trying to rip your mat in half to the outer edges, finding a little more length, feet really firm into the earth. And flip your front palm upward and reverse your warrior. Reach that front arm up and overhead, backhand sliding down the thigh. Creating some space in the right ribs as you stretch and reach back. Breathe in here. And then exhale, extended side angle. Bring your elbow to your thigh and your left hand that was behind you can come up now. Firmed feet into the mat. Now we're opening and stretching the left ribs, the shoulders, rotating back slightly. And our next shape is triangle pose. So begin to straighten your front leg without locking your knee. You can let your right hand and arm slide back down a little bit, but keep length in both sides of your waist. Think all of those length, those long points of a triangle, those long sides. And take one more breath in. As you exhale, look at your front foot, bend your front knee over your heel, take it to a downward facing dog. Palms plant, framing your foot, and just step back. Take a big breath in through your nose and an audible breath out of your mouth. Left leg goes high. Take an inhale as you lift a little higher and a low lunge step through. Warrior 2, back heel pivots down, rise up with your breath. Starting to build that heat and get warm. Laser focus drishti past your front fingertips. Imagine again ripping your mat in half, Feet are so strong and firmly planted. Flip your left palm upward and reverse your warrior. Reach up and overhead. Bring softness to your shoulders. Try to open and find expansion in the left ribs. One more breath in. And elbow to thigh, extended side angle. Make sure your right hip is pivoting open as well as the right shoulder. Important before we move on to our triangle. Drive your back little pinky toe into the mat for stability. And then begin to straighten your front leg, triangle pose. Avoid locking the left knee. Sometimes I reach up nice and high and then fold to the side a little bit to come back into it. So your left obliques are working really hard here for the stability and strength to stay up and maintain. Find the smoothness of your breath. And take one more breath in. As you exhale, rebend your front knee, downward facing dog. Hands to the mat to frame your foot, hips go up and back. Pedal it out. Releasing any tension in your back or neck. Lift your heels high off the mat, inhale, and exhale, press your heels towards the mat. Now finding a short downward facing dog, just take your right foot halfway between where it is now and your hand. Slowly rise up to standing in that short low lunge, hands to the hips. A warrior 3 version is coming in. Make sure you have room in front of you to lean forward into. Pick up your back heel, make sure your hips and shoulders are squared. Ground into your right foot and allow your left heel to float up. Find your balance and then start to hinge, keeping a long plank shape from the back foot to the crown of your head. Hips are square, so I'm not opening the left hip upward. Both hip points should be facing the mat. From here, option to keep your hands on your hips, bring them to your heart, or reach them forward, biceps by ears. Expanding your body, expanding out of darkness into the light. Take one more breath in, and 2 feet down, forward fold. Bring both feet down and just fold in half. Find a halfway lift like a reset, and then step your right foot back into that shortened low lunge. So hands down, shorten low lunge, and come right back up to standing, hands on the hips. Resetting for the other side. Shoulders down the back. Slowly float up the right foot. And when you're ready, core is tight, find your length. We use our drishti here to focus our intention, our gaze. Find that steadiness in your breath. You can explore with your arms. A couple more breaths. One more breath in. And forward fold. Gently put your right foot down and fold over your legs. Halfway lift to reset. And find a seat, crouch and curl. Booty to the mat. Wide leg forward fold. So we're going to extend the legs open to the side like a V. Heels in the ground. You could always use blankets or blocks under your knees for support if you'd like. Reach your hands up to the sides and like a mountain pose, clap your palms together at the top and bring them softly to your heart. With eyes heavy or closed, kick through your heels, toes are active. And an opportunity if you'd like to bring your hands to the earth here, maybe even fold a little bit. Imagine you're planting intentions into the ground. And imagine releasing what you don't need to carry with you into the new season. Letting go so you can slow down. Use your palms to press into the earth and slowly walk your spine back up bone by bone. And then find a comfortable seat. You can bend your knees into Sukhasana. If you had a little blanket or a block and you wanted to lift your hips just a little bit, you can sit on that. And then roll the shoulders down the back. Rest your palms on your thighs. Palms can be up or down, whatever feels more comfortable for you. And if you can, just let your eyes close. You can visualize a tiny spark of light at the heart growing warmer. Slowly float your hands up to mountain. Breathe in as you reach out and up. Bring your hands to your heart. One more time. Inhale, reach around and up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart as we close. May the light return within and around you. Happy winter solstice. Namaste.